And we're breaking into regular programming to bring you some breaking news right now about the coronavirus. Good morning, I'm Brahm Resnik. The Arizona Department of Health Services just released new numbers of confirmed cases and deaths connected to COVID-19. We're now learning that 5 people have died and there are now 326 diagnosed cases of coronavirus statewide. 199 of them are here in Maricopa County. Yesterday, there were only 3 deaths and 234 confirmed cases, according to the Arizona Department of Health Services. I want to just pause here and go over the numbers if we can. So looking back to Saturday, on Saturday, there were 104 cases. That number has now tripled by Tuesday, statewide, to 326. 5 deaths, that is 1 death a day, sadly, since Friday. I want to drill down on the Maricopa County numbers. 199 of those 326 cases are right here in Maricopa County, the state's largest county. The county also reporting this morning 35 people are hospitalized, 13 of them are in intensive care. Some context here, we were warned about this last week. Top county public health official said cases would skyrocket. She is correct. Governor Doug Ducey has been warning us about this. He said deaths, sadly, would increase. That is correct. We still don't know when the curve, as they say, is flattening. It just keeps going up and up and up. As I said just a minute ago, the number of diagnosed cases in Arizona has tripled since just Saturday. That trend is likely to continue. Now, I get a lot of questions about testing. How many tests have been done? It's still unclear exactly how many tests have been done in Arizona. The problem has been a gap in the reporting. The commercial labs that do most of the tests reveal positive results, but don't disclose how many people took the test. That's about to change. Governor Ducey has ordered commercial labs to make that information public. I bring that up because this is the #1 question I get on social media. A lot of people will see today, for example, 326 confirmed cases. They will look at the number of tests done by the Arizona State Health Lab and say, hang on, I don't know the exact number right now. I can't bring it up here on my screen, but it's probably about 500 cases, 600 cases. They'll say 50% of the cases are being diagnosed as positive. That's incorrect again because we don't know the number of tests done by commercial labs. It is much larger than the number done by state labs. Hopefully, we will get that information within the next few days, possibly by the end of the week. One more thing to know about the testing kits, there is still no answer to the critical shortage of testing kits for the coronavirus here in Arizona and in many places around the country. Governor Doug Ducey acknowledges the fight is focused on the state's largest county, Maricopa, but public health officials and patients in rural counties, Yuma, Mojave, and Yavapai, report trouble getting any tests at all. There's one bit of good news. The University of Arizona researchers have made 1,600 test kits. They did that over the weekend, and those will be used in Pima County. One other good thing, Banner Health opening up more drive-through clinics for people who think they might be infected with the coronavirus. Now, very important, before a person can be tested, you must get a referral from a Banner healthcare provider. They're going to look for your symptoms before they want to see you. This is important in 2 ways. Number 1, it puts more test kits out there. And number 2, this takes the pressure off the healthcare providers inside hospitals, inside clinics. They don't have to let you inside where you, if you're sick, might expose others to COVID-19 and possibly more healthcare providers. They can just go outside, 1 person at a time, and do it, maybe more as you see in this video, and do it. It protects you, it protects them, and you get a test. Good thing all the way around, but again, here's more information on what to do before you go. The drive-through clinics are not open to the public. You can't just drive up and say, test me. You have to make an appointment before you arrive. A patient needs to call this number, 1-844-549-1851 to secure a spot. If approved for testing, you will be directed to one of the drive-through sites. When you arrive, you'll be asked to stay inside your car. Your nose will be swabbed with kind of a long Q-tip. Looks like a long Q-tip. The protest should take no more than 20 minutes. And again, a reminder, walk-ins are not accepted. Now, while our leaders figure out what to do about testing, Governor Ducey is preparing Arizonans for a possible stay-at-home order, even though he says he's not considering it. Governor Ducey issued a 6-page list declaring dozens of jobs as essential services. Those folks would have to show up for work under a stay-at-home order, while others deemed non-essential would have to stay home. So, looking at that list, if you're a doctor or a pawnbroker, a cop or a gun shop owner, be ready to serve on the front lines of the coronavirus crisis. Big cities becoming ghost towns. All across the country, people are being ordered to stay home, but not in Arizona.
Many of you have asked if or when the state will move towards a stay-at-home policy. The answer is not at this time.
Governor Doug Ducey says the coronavirus crisis here isn't far enough along to order people to stay home.
The CDC isn't there yet. Arizona is not there yet. We're not at the same stage as other states.
But the governor says he wants Arizonans to be ready if they are told to stay home. A new executive order details a long list of essential services. People in these jobs would continue to do them if the state's shut down. The list is 6 pages long. Ducey's order says the jobs ensure the health, safety, and welfare of every person. Among the jobs and fields, all medical fields and human services like hospitals and nursing homes, construction, food service, and airports. And then these, pawnbrokers, golf courses, and gun suppliers. Congressman Ruben Gallego tweeting in response, "Unfortunately for many in our communities, pawning is the only way to pay for groceries when they are out of work. I know, disgusting, but I don't disagree with the governor." And big cities have become almost ghost towns. Actually, we're going to have to scroll forward here to our next thing. We're going to talk about the National Guard. National Guard, as soon as tonight, might begin shipping groceries to stores. They were brought in, about 600 National Guard members were brought in to help us deal with this crisis, a crisis that Governor Ducey has said is overwhelming Arizona. Transportation units with the Guard will ferry food supplies from large warehouses to supermarket loading docks. You know, you've been in stores, those shelves are empty, they need restocking. This hopefully will begin that process. We want to go again and recap our breaking news today. The Arizona Department of Health Services just reporting a few minutes ago new numbers of diagnosed cases and deaths connected to COVID-19. 5 people have died, that's since just Friday, and there are now 326 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. 199 of those are in Maricopa County. Yesterday, statewide, there were 234 deaths diagnosed. Just on Saturday, there were only 104 deaths diagnosed. And taking a closer look at the numbers here in Maricopa County, again, 199 cases, 3 deaths reported. Right now, 35 people have been hospitalized. That number has, I believe, tripled since yesterday. 13 people are in intensive care. It is a very dangerous infection. Stay with 12 News for the latest, and we want to know, what questions do you have about the coronavirus? Text them to us at 602-444-1212. And coming up on 12 News at noon, we're talking with medical experts to get you the answers you're looking for. And don't forget, you can text the word FACTS to 602-444-1212. When you do, you'll be sent a link to our complete coronavirus coverage. Thank you so much for joining us. We return you now to your regular programming.